We always love flying with Delta, and I thought I'd give you guys a quick review of a first class round trip we took on our first time in a Delta A321-neo. We're usually in the back seat in coach, so anytime we're up front, it's just a really big treat for us. On this particular flight, we had a super early trip out to the airport. I got up at around 2:15 a.m. and since I hadn't slept, I literally forgot to get any footage on the shorter leg in first class from Spokane to Seattle. So this will just be our long flight round trip from Seattle to Florida and back, Fort Lauderdale to Seattle, Seattle to Fort Lauderdale. I'm going to run through some quick impressions we had of our flights. We were in row 3. There was a water bottle, pillows and blankets on the seat. I had the window. We swapped seats on the way home, and I only got a little bit of footage here because I was tired and I forgot to get my camera out in time. But I did notice there was connectivity for Bluetooth wireless headsets for the entertainment on this plane, even though they did come through. If you want the headphones, they do hand those out as well. There's quite a nice bit of storage in these seats too, because of the new arrangement and the hard seat shell and the wing that kind of sticks out between each person. You have back in the middle some plug-ins and some storage there for various needs. There is the usual armrest tray table that can be pulled out, the pillow and blanket, and then you have some nice storage on the side underneath here. You can put quite a bit of stuff in there. You've got your recline button. The really biggest difference on the A321neo is the seat backs. You still have the headrest that you can pull to kind of cradle your head if you want to sleep, but there's actually a very big wing that sticks out at the headrest part of the seat. So if you're traveling solo, kind of nice because there's some extra privacy between you and the person next to you. If you're traveling together like we were, we did find it a little bit odd because you have to lean forward and around that thing to be able to talk to each other. So if you're like me and your voice doesn't carry very well, it can make conversation a little bit hard, but it is really nice if you're solo. As far as seat cushions too, I hear these are upgraded, and I've seen a lot of people complaining about these particular seats for comfort. I didn't find them particularly extra comfortable. They weren't bad. But the flight from Seattle to Florida is very long, around 6 hours. I wouldn't say I was uncomfortable, but actually the seat on the short flight we took from Spokane over was like on a 737, maybe 800, and that seat was one of the most comfortable chairs on a plane I've ever been on. It actually felt like memory foam. Here's the blanket. It was all packaged up. Very nice little blanket, pillow. The blanket's much like the one that I had in the Premium Select video that I did earlier. Nice little pillow. But anyway, the seats, they're not bad, but I wouldn't call them a huge upgrade. We got to pull out our tray tables before the snack and meal came out, and I will say, pre-order your meals. There is a lovely menu that you can see. I'll put it up on the screen here. They will send it to you, and what I learned is if you go through the email and look at the menu, or if you go on the app and look at the menu, the app will show you some premium choices that aren't on the email list. We chose one from 2 different options of this menu. My husband got the smoked salmon plate, which you can see here. And then I opted for the breakfast pizza, which was a nice egg, bacon, and cheese with onion on a soft crust, sort of all piled up. Lots of lovely coffee, water. There's a little biscuit that came with it, some fresh fruit. So it was a very nice meal. And I did go in the bathroom just because I don't usually do that, but I thought I would. It was the first flight of the morning, and I expected it to be clean and tidy, and it was. I mean, if you've seen a bathroom on a plane, you've seen one, you've seen them all, but here it is. And I was able to make use of the blanket and pillow for a quick nap. The blanket and pillow appear to be the same ones that I had in my Premium Select flight a few years ago. They're just nice, cozy blanket and a soft pillow. I will say, though, if you're like me and you love the window for your nap, the 321neo with the wing on the seat, listen, Linda, I'm going to probably be an aisle seat passenger from now on. You can't lean on the window with this particular seat configuration, and these wings I had a hard time sleeping, even though there's a ton of legroom, as you can see here. I don't know why. My husband found it really easy to sleep in this plane configuration. I did not. And if you have someone in front of you who's reclining and the seat is out like that, if you have to get out, you're going to be climbing over them, climbing over the middle, climbing past a seat back that is reclined, and you better know that person really well as you climb over them or things are going to get weird. On the way back, I had an aisle seat, and here's some of the mood lighting. I love the mood lighting. I'm kind of loving the different colors that they do. They go from kind of a sunset purpley blue to like kind of a sunsetty amber color. So the back flight from Florida back to Seattle, I had the aisle. You can see there the privacy between these seats is nice. You can't see into this space in front of you, so you don't have someone, you know, peering over your shoulder. I never use the seat back entertainment because I'm always reading, but I thought I would scroll through it and show you hundreds, if not thousands, of things to watch on the in-flight entertainment. So lots and lots of choices there. Another thing I noticed was between the aisle seat and the window seat in first class on this one, the aisle seat had more under the seat storage than my window seat. And I don't know if that's normal for aisle to window or if it's just the row we were in. Maybe if someone knows, they can chime in. Here is the other color of mood lighting. And I should point out that both of these long flights seemed extra clean and tidy and in really great condition, and they had amazing first class crews. Once we got underway, we did have another really nice dinner that we were able to pre-order, and you can see the menu here. Again, kind of an impressive array of things to choose from. Make sure you go on the app to pre-order your meal. You don't want to do it on the plane. You can, but you're going to get less choices. I went with the seared salmon. I always get the braised beef, but I let my husband get that so we could have two different things to show you. Definitely not a bad piece of salmon. And then this is my favorite thing on a plane ever. If they have it, get the braised short ribs. So good. A little fresh salad on the side, a little cheesecake. They had a little dressing, salt, the salt and pepper, and glasses and all the things. It was very nice. Overall, this was just an enjoyable trip both ways. I won't say it was the most comfortable seat in the world, but it's first class, so I am not complaining. We look forward to sharing our next trip with you. We'll be headed to France in the spring, and we will be sharing our special seat upgrade then. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.